Homer's world is one where you can never trust what your eyes are seeing. For a director like Christopher Nolan, who loves unreliable narrators and reality-bending plots, this ancient shape-shifting concept is a goldmine for a psychological thriller. Forced physical degradation, the sorcery Homer employs shape-shifting to illustrate how easily a person's outer appearance can be stripped away, revealing them as a reflection of their inner flaws. Circe's beast epidemic. When Odysseus's crew lands on the island of Ava, the enchantress Circe drugs them and uses her wand to turn them into pigs physically. Crucially, Homer notes that while their bodies, hair, and voices became swine, their minds remained completely human. They were trapped inside animals, fully conscious of their degradation. A terrifying psychological torture. Point 3. Human shape-shifting through disguise. Because humans cannot use actual magic, Homer frames human disguise as a form of mental shape-shifting. Odysseus survives not by being the strongest warrior, but by being a master of fluid identity. The beggar transformation. When Odysseus finally returns home to Ithaca, Athena uses her wand to physically transform him. She withers his skin, turns his hair gray, blinds his eyes with film, and dresses him in filthy rags so his own family and enemies won't recognize him. He becomes a shapeshifter in his own home to test the loyalty of his household. The tactical lie, Odysseus shapeshifts his name. When trapped by the Cyclops Polyphemus, he changes his identity to Nobody. When the Cyclops screams for help, he yells, "Nobody is killing me," causing his neighbors to ignore him. Imagine surviving 10 years of a brutal, bloody war, finally getting on a boat to go home to your family, and realizing the entire universe is actively trying to break your sanity. That is the plot of the Odyssey. It is not a fun adventure story. It is a horror movie about PTSD. Today, we are breaking down why the internet commentary community has completely misread Christopher Nolan's vision, and how the ancient Greek concept of shapeshifting holds the key to the entire film. Let's look at the actual text that channels like Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker pretend to protect. In Homer's epic, the gods and creatures don't walk around with name tags. They are masters of disguise. Athena doesn't just show up as a glowing goddess. She shapeshifts into a family friend, a mentor, and a random traveler to manipulate Odysseus. The enemies aren't just monsters with giant teeth. They are forces that alter your perception of reality. When people online see a casting choice or a stylistic change in a trailer and immediately scream woke pandering, they are exposing how little they actually know about classical literature. The Odyssey is inherently fluid, deceptive, and unstable. Odysseus spends half the story lying about his own name. He literally tells the Cyclops his name is Nobody. The entire narrative is built on identity theft and psychological games. Nolan's entire career has been preparing him to direct exactly this type of unreliable narrator. Here is what war actually does to a person's mental state. It destroys your ability to trust reality. When you're in survival mode for a decade, everyone feels like a shapeshifter. A friend could turn on you. An ally could be an enemy in disguise. Paranoia becomes your default setting. That is the masterpiece Nolan is building. He is using the cinematic language of shape-shifting and changing perspectives to make us, the audience, feel as paranoid and broken as Odysseus himself. If you're sitting in the theater tracking the demographics of the background extras to see if it matches a checklist, you aren't watching the movie. You're participating in a boardroom meeting that only exists in your head. I made 3 videos calling this out early because I refuse to let lazy, reactionary commentary ruin what could be one of the greatest psychological war films of our generation. Both sides of the modern internet debate are too stupid to see past their own timelines. But you're smarter than that. Let the big channels chase the outrage views. Over here on Echoes of Wisdom, we look at the real story. Drop a comment below. Do you think Odysseus is an honorable hero, or a broken soldier who can no longer tell friend from foe? Hit that like button to help this video beat the outrage algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next deep dive.